You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drakewing Gaming, and something on Twitter, the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at some Let's Play episode of Changeling Tale. Grace's Path. So y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. Good lord, back in April? Okay, I need to play this more often. Flory looks more confused and terrified. Let out a sigh of relief. Not fish? No, Flory, Grace is just like you and me. I hope my oversimplified explanation sticks, despite drastic evidence to the contrary. Nuh-uh, look like fish, smell like fish. Fish. Apparently Flory's decision is final. Why are you at a Wawa? Wawa? Oh, quarter. It's because I'm playing with my friend. That's silly. Fish don't belong at a Wawa. She's adorable. Grace laughs and wades into the gentle waves. You're right, Flory. There. The Wawa is much better. Flory beams, melting my heart. But Miss Flory, what are you doing so far away from home? I look again to confirm no one else is around. Flory points to her paper sailboat. Sailing toward the lighthouse. The lighthouse? Oh dear. Grace's beacon might have been a little too effective. Lighthouses signal danger, Flory. You should only sail in safe waters near your home. Let's get you back. Your mother must be worried sick. But, Mr. Fish Friend, I want to be a fish too. Grace and I exchange a look, barely able to contain our laughter. I'm sorry, Flory, but you can't be a fish. Why? Because you don't have gills like me. Why? Because you weren't born to live in the ocean. Why? Because it's not what you're meant to be. Why? Oh my, I can see where this is going. I take a deep breath. Because no two individuals are born the same, and while it doesn't make them any better or worse, it means diversity is the one thing we all have in common, which makes the world a more exciting place and is something I think is truly worth celebrating, don't you? I want to go home. Just as planned. I'll get you home, Flory, just like a fish would. How about it? Would you like that? I beg your pardon? This is not part of the plan. Flory is already jumping up and down. Like a fish! Like a fish! Don't worry, Malcolm. Don't worry, Malcolm. We'll both be fine, and it'll be a ride you'll never forget. Grace's tail curls around to Flory, whose eyes light up with wonder. Alright, wee Miss Flory. Climb aboard! In an instant, the precocious child clambers up and wraps her arms around her fish queen. Comfy? Uh-huh. Is this really safe? Of course. He'll be back in a jiff. Hold on tight, Flory. And with a splash, the two speed off toward town, leaving me dumbfounded and alone. I'm not entirely certain what just happened, but I laugh, certain of one thing. Flory's having the ride of her life. My fingers idly flip through the maritime book-stamped pages. There are mystifying diagrams and passages left unread. It's all gibberish to me anyway. Just something for my hands to do while my mind wanders, waiting for Grace to return. Or rather, my fish queen. Bless Flory and her imagination. It's too precious a pet name to pass up. Imagine Grace holding court under seas, schools of fish lined up to catch a glimpse of their most esteemed monarch. Perhaps that's her destiny. She already wears a crown of horns, after all. For all I know, Poseidon could be waiting for Grace to take her rightful place by his side. If so, I doubt I have much of a chance competing for her hand. Or rather, Finn. That's why I don't want Grace leaving the loch. Not out of duty to our families at home, but because of jealousy. My stomach turns at the sudden thought. Before Grace's most recent changes. No, they even just felt irresponsible, perhaps even selfish, but now I cannot but imagine that the bigger Grace grows, the farther from land, from me, she'll be pulled away. Maybe I'm the selfish one now. But if instead of Grace's, it were my magical dream coming true. I don't even know if I have one. Inherit millions of pounds, become a steel baron, have all my worldly fears be instantly taken away. Too realistic for any of that. I long for peace and contentment. Others may think me simple, but I've seen enough out there to know that simplicity is the easiest thing in which to find pleasure. So Grace's dream is to enjoy that simplicity in the ocean. Why should I stop her? I'm back! Oh, Malcolm, Flurry wore the grandest smile the whole time. Grace's reappearance offshore startles me out of my funk. You're the finest fairy on all Loch Finlay. So did Flurry find her mum? Aye, and I hid behind the pier long enough to see her wander off and find Miss Fairfowl. Her mother seemed none too happy about the silk clothes. I'd never seen Flurry happier, though. Her expression changes from one of embarrassment to concern. What's wrong? It's nothing. I guess I was just feeling a little lonely is all. I know you were gone for all a half hour. I'm hopeless. You are hopeless, Malcolm Campbell. A hopeless romantic. Come on. I know just what will cheer you up. I run my hands along my comfortably dry clothes. Somehow I doubt they'll stay dry for long. What did you have in mind? Why not let me give you a ride, too? Is this some sort of innuendo? No. She seems to mean it. Grace, your last passenger was half my size. I don't want to hurt your back. Hey, I'm no pipsqueak anymore. Don't worry, I can carry you just fine. Florrie loved it, and so did I. It's a lot of fun. One second, y'all. It is indeed water time. Alright, guys and gals, and we are back. Okay. Alright. Lots of fun, don't worry. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? Hell yeah. Well, Florrie did look like she had a blast. You will too. Hop on. She offers me her hand. Alright. I hope I don't regret this. After I take my shoes off and roll up my pants legs, she pulls me onto her back to where I'm straddling her tail. How's my butt for a saddle? Well, it's nothing like riding a horse, that's for sure. The position is odd, but not uncomfortable. I feel secure enough in the nook created by the junction of the base of her tail and the small of her back. Too bad for Hazel, because you'll never settle for a mere horse ride again after this. Ready? I wrap my arms tightly around her slick abdomen and hope for the best. As I'll ever be. Let's go! Sploosh. Fishwife racing. Grace is off like a bolt. My body whips forward and I find myself gripping onto her like my life depends on it. Grace! Whoa! Every time I open my mouth, a spray of icy water splashes into it. Either the churn in lock is too loud or she chooses not to hear my pleas to slow down. Each kick of her powerful flippers. Every sway of her muscular tail propels us further down the loch. I can feel her every movement. She skims across the surface like an Olympic swimmer across with a dolphin. It's no fluke that I haven't been thrown from my mount. Grace's tail fin presses me firmly against her back, keeping me safely in the saddle. Gradually my fears are replaced by excitement. The salt spray licks at my face and I begin to laugh, caught up in the thrill. Wahoo! 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 Between the strokes she turns around and grins, and I realize she's right. Even the fastest horse race doesn't compare to this. We'd win the motorboat tournaments in Inverness Harbour for certain, if not for being disqualified for having no motor. The wind whips through my hair, the cliffs zip by in a blur. Then, as we come around the corner of a cove at breakneck speed, watch out! Oh! My goodness. Hey, Doug. Crash back down into the water, her tail pressed tight against me to keep me from flying off. Adorable. I gasp for air and will re-emerge, my heart beating out of my chest. Sensing I've had enough, Grace ferries me gently back to our beach. Quite a rush, huh? Waterlogged and exhausted, I can't help but laugh. I thought she said we'd take things at my speed. Your speed is boring. Besides, I could tell you were having fun. I was. It was a kick to the seat of my pants for sure. I laugh as I continue to rub salty water off my eyes and forehead. Almost like having the freedom to fly. There's no better comparison. Oh, Malcolm, it's so exhilarating to be able to swim like this. I just wanted to share it with you. My knuckles are still white from the adventure. Just warn me next time. Grace laughs and paddles circles just offshore, still full of energy. I can't help it. I'm in my element. She undeniably is, and as I watch her form splashing about, I wonder once again just at how much she's grown. Malcolm, I see the way you're looking at me. There's a lot to take in is all. I'm still getting used to the new you. Oh, by all means, drink it in. Oh, goodness. She pulls herself up onto the beach and angles herself quite seductively. My heart rate quickens as she pats her haunch. Perhaps you'd like to take a ride right here on the beach? Her hungry eyes send shivers through me. I want this, but badly. But I can't shake off an uneasy feeling. I'd love to, but I'd best be getting back to Hazel. Hazel? As Grace flips over, she looks at me like I'm out of my mind. Maybe I am. Oh, of course. How could I compete with that classy mare? Oh, it's not like that. Malcolm, dear, I'm not dense. What's wrong, truly? You can tell me. I don't know if I should. What if she doesn't understand? I'm not sure I understand myself. All I know is that if I don't explain the reason behind my hesitation, the scene will replay again and again. Do you remember the things Douglas said about your nature, your size? Ugh, how could I forget? Grace rolls her eyes and tries to reassure me. Don't worry about the ramblings of a superstitious sailor. He wouldn't know an Ooglefest from a sardine. Maybe, but, he seems to enjoy doing his research. Is that what I am? A research specimen? You're quite a bit different from the rest of us, Grace. In all good ways. Finally, I come out and say it. Grace, what if you keep changing, growing? What if on this one point he's right? She gets up to look down at her own body, smiles and shrugs. That doesn't feel like something that would bother me in the slightest. Her smile turns upside down. But it would bother you, wouldn't it? Can you blame me? What if I were 10 times your size? Wouldn't you be intimidated? Grace licks her lips. That's actually quite tempting. Grace, you're not being realistic and you know it. No, you're right. But we don't know if there are any more changes to come. She hesitates, as if, like me, she doesn't want to offend. Malcolm, don't you see it? It doesn't matter to me. I know in my heart what's best for me, my destiny. And I'll always be Grace. Whatever the future has in store for me, for us. You know what? It can't be worse than our past. 1,000 unbidden memories flood in, and I believe her, even if the sentiment is bittersweet. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon or YouTube memberships if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!